What is going on, guys? I just got a package in the mail, and it's really nothing that major what's in the box, but I really just wanted to put this in a video because it just means the world to me that I got this package, and you guys are going to see why in just a second. First off, I really want to thank Jake Lewis. He is actually the guy that sent me this box, and he apparently watches a lot of my videos, so huge thanks to him for everything, especially this. This is just seriously amazing. If you guys missed the video, while we were on our way to North Carolina to go to the YouTube call out, I was in the Chick-fil-A parking lot in a friend of mine's truck, and we were pulling my car behind it in a trailer, and I actually hit a little plastic sign, or it's actually a kid basically, which sounds terrible, but it was a plastic kid in the Chick-fil-A parking lot holding a sign that says slow, and the wind blew it underneath the truck and it got sucked up into the radiator fan and tore up the clutch for the fan and just destroyed a bunch of stuff in there. So anyways, he said that after watching this video, he was basically asking what year the truck was, what type of truck it was, all that stuff, and so check out what happened next. This is so cool. This part, it was like $250 from the parts store, and so he works at a salvage yard, and they had one of these trucks, and he actually went and pulled the part for me and mailed it to me. So Jake, if you are watching this, thank you so much. Okay, so now that that is out of the way, let me sort through all these various assortment of tools, since I've been working on my car way too much and I haven't had time to put them up. But we're gonna open up this next box. I know what this is, being that there is a giant piece of powder coated metal shoving through the side of the box. All right, so probably 3 weeks before the call out, I actually ordered this, not knowing that they were custom made and made to order. So basically, as you order them, they make them and send them out. I was expecting to get it that week, but never did, so I got it now. Let's check it out, and I'll show you guys what this is and explain a little bit about it. Oh yeah, this thing is nice, man. A supercharger has what is very similar to a coolant tank for a radiator, but instead it's basically for the supercharger. The coolant inside of the tank that is underneath the hood is supposed to be there to cool off the supercharger. But with it being that close to the engine, it keeps it really hot, for one, but for two, it's very small, so it doesn't have a lot of heat dissipation, stuff like that. Basically what this is a replacement for that. Instead of having it underneath the hood where it's hot and everything like that, this goes actually in the spare tire area of the trunk, and it basically takes up half of the spare tire, bolts down in 3 different places for stability. If you notice, this top right here is very large, and the reason that this one is actually this big is because you can actually pour a ton of ice into this tank and basically really get the water that's flowing to the supercharger and everything very cold, so it has a lot better cooling capabilities for the supercharger to prevent heat soak and therefore maintain a lot more power. And this tank is actually going to be able to keep the inlet air temps down into the 80-degree range, which is approximately 30 degrees cooler than what it runs at currently with the current setup. And as most of you guys know, the cooler air that goes into the motor, the more horsepower that you're able to make, etc. So this is a really big deal for helping the motor run more efficiently and providing a lot more power overall. But it's going to look really good once I get the car back. Honestly, the shop that is going to be repairing the motor and everything, I might just take this to them and get them to install it all at once while they're doing the motor and everything, because the motor's going to be out of the car, so it'd be easy to do the lines all at once. So I might just have them do it all together at the same time. Oh, I'm excited. This car is going to come back way stronger than what it was. I'm so pumped. Okay, well, now that I've opened up all of that, I'm going to run to the P.O. box real quick and go open up a few more things that I believe came in already that I'm pretty excited about. Also, I am probably one of the biggest sticklers about riding with gear, and it really sucks because this was like a last-minute decision to get this bike, and I didn't have time to get any gear in the mail, stuff like that. So I went ahead and got some Alpinestars gear 2-day shipped, and it will be arriving, I believe, tomorrow. So I'm pumped to get that in the mail. I really wish that I would have kept all my gear, but like you guys saw in the last video, I honestly never planned on getting another bike. This all just kind of happened out of nowhere. And of course, you guys know me too well. I had to get it all to match the bike and the car, so everything is going to be all black, which I'm pumped about. So hopefully by the time next video rolls around, you won't see me squidding anymore and riding around with no gear on. I really don't want you guys to watch my videos and think that it's okay to ride without gear, because I
strongly disagree with what I'm doing right now. I want to give you guys an update on the car also. So we went and split open the motor. I was really hoping that my oil pump gears broke and that's why the car lost oil pressure, and I was hoping that it was just going to be some easy fix. But of course, we found out that the oil pump gears were still intact, which is good, I guess. They are MRR billet oil pump gears, which is why I bought them. I bought them so they wouldn't break. But I was hoping that that's why I lost oil pressure, because unfortunately the fact that they didn't break means that I spun a rod bearing or crank bearing or something like that inside of the motor, and that means basically that the motor is going to have to be rebuilt. Now unfortunately, because whenever you lose oil pressure due to a spun rod bearing or crank bearing or whatever, you really have a high likelihood of damaging a lot of other components of the motor, which is really upsetting and disappointing. But I'm hoping that everything else on the motor is still okay, like the top end, the heads, valve train, stuff like that. And so best case scenario, which is what I'm hoping for, is that I can take the block to the machine shop, have them bore out where the bearings basically sit and put some oversized bearings in there. But worst case is going to be me having to buy an entire forged block and then basically having to build the entire motor, which, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea. It's just very, very expensive and not really something that I wanted to have to do. I was hoping that this motor would be able to last, especially being that these cars come with forged internals already. So I've really bought this car in hopes that it wouldn't have this issue. But we made it to the post office, so I'm gonna run in here real quick and grab whatever is in here. Hey, I actually got two separate packages. Heck yeah. Package locker 56. Here we go. Hello. This is package locker 56. Why isn't it opening? What? Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go ask them. Let me look for package locker 12 in the meantime. Package locker 12. Okay. Oh. It won't come out. Is there any way this one won't open for some reason, and then this one is like too big to slide out of the door? I'm really glad that you came, because I don't know how I really expected to get these packages back home. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. And 56 is right here, but it won't open for some reason. Oh. I swear I tried. I'm gonna stick these in the trunk of the EcoBoost, if that's all right, and we'll open them up when we get home. Everybody keeps on asking where the EcoBoost is. Well, it hasn't exactly disappeared. It's still here. For those of you that are interested in sending me stuff, I've had a lot of people asking about it, and that's actually the reason that I opened up this P.O. box to begin with. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the P.O. box info in the description below for those of you guys that want to send stuff over. I really love receiving stuff from you guys. I've had some pretty interesting stuff so far. Seriously, the first package that I ever got was a dildo. So, and as you guys saw, we do still have the EcoBoost. We do still have a lot of plans for it. It's just been a really hectic couple of weeks, and there's a lot of stuff that has been going on recently. So I've been trying to do as much as possible, but the EcoBoost has gotten left out of a lot of it. So I apologize for that. But now that the GT is out of the picture for the moment until the motor is rebuilt, I'm gonna have a lot more time to do stuff with the EcoBoost, so that is definitely going to be in the plans. I'm debating on putting the slicks that I use on my Mustang onto the EcoBoost and taking it to the track this weekend to get some baseline numbers out of it, basically just to show you guys what improvements are being made, because I know a lot of you guys have EcoBoost Mustangs that are interested in the content with it, and I'm going to be trying to answer a lot of basically which mod is the best bang of the buck type stuff for those cars. So if you're interested in seeing stuff like that with the EcoBoost, please let me know, because we're going to be trying to do a lot more stuff with the EcoBoost while the GT is down. Speaking of the EcoBoost, I'm actually curious to see what it's going to run the first time at the track. I've seen a lot of track times from the manual EcoBoost online, but I think I can probably beat a lot of those stock times because, you know, driver mod and stuff. But I think this weekend, like I was saying, I'm going to slap the slicks onto that car and we're going to take it out to the track, and I'm pretty sure I can beat some of those times with it being stock. Oh my gosh, we finally made it back home. Dang, it's hot. Let me go grab these boxes out of the EcoBoost real quick. Sweet.
Hey, some license plate frames. Trust me. Trust me, I'm a professional YouTuber. Hey, these are actually pretty cool. These are custom made. Check this out. That is sweet, dude. That's awesome. He sent me 2 decals over also. And there's a letter. Let's read this thing. It's just a 6. Hey man, we're big fans of you and your channel, and of course your badass Mustang. My brother and I recently started a new company making and selling meme-inspired plate frames. At Meme Frames is their Instagram. Keep up the hard work and we'll continue watching your videos. Hope you enjoy the frames. Derek and Kevin Bentley. Thank you, Derek and Kevin, so much. That is really cool, dude. And let's go ahead and get to opening up this right here. So everybody keeps bugging me about doing stuff with the EcoBoost and blah, blah, blah. So this box should at least please a few of you guys. Check this out. So we got this tuner actually for the EcoBoost courtesy of Brantley Performance out of Georgia. I've only used the N-Gauge from Lund like you guys have seen in all of my videos, so I'm really curious to see how the X4 works. I know a lot of people have really good stuff to say about this, the SCT X4. So once again, huge thanks to Brantley Performance out of Georgia. I am really excited to be doing work together. This is going to be awesome. Well, my hair is all messed up now because of a helmet, but we got a lot of parts in the mail today. Obviously, the ice tank for the Mustang GT that we're going to be dropping off at the shop that's probably fixing the engine and getting them to install that while it's there. We've got the tuner for the EcoBoost, so we're going to be able to get started tuning the EcoBoost. But first, like I was saying earlier, I want to take it to the track, hopefully this weekend, and get some baseline numbers out of the car to see what it's running in the quarter mile basically before we start doing a lot of mods and tuning and stuff like that, because it's going to get really fast really quickly. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun, honestly. Especially it's going to be cool because it's going to be a side project while the Mustang is getting fixed and everything like that. So it's going to be pretty exciting, and I know you guys are really interested in seeing it because I've been having DMs going crazy trying to see the EcoBoost and comments and everything like that. So don't worry, the EcoBoost will be coming soon. Like I said, I've just been really busy with everything going on. But as for today, guys, that's probably going to be it. So make sure you guys stay tuned for everything that I've been talking about that we're going to be doing coming up really soon. I'm going to continue to give you guys updates on the other Mustang that's in the shop right now, basically as it's getting fixed, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully it's not going to take too long. It's just going to be very expensive, so that kind of sucks, but oh well. Make sure you guys drop this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, drop a comment, and I want to know what you guys think that the EcoScoop comment down below, and I want to know what you guys think that the EcoBoost is going to run in the quarter mile completely stock with me driving it. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and as always guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next video.